Hello and welcome to A Sunny Book Nook. Today I'm going to be talking about all the books that I plan on reading in the month of February, which is in the United States Black History Month. So I'm not planning on doing any particular readathons or book clubs or anything. That's a lot of work and commitment, and I just don't know if I'll be up to it. I'm just going to be reading exclusively from Black authors. So that's how I'm going to do my reading for February. Let's first go over my physical TBR, and then I will let you know what I'm planning on reading via audiobook or ebook. First book on my list is Do You Dream of Terra 2 by Temi O. This book I think is supposed to be about, it's a planet that is similar to Earth, and these people are going on a spaceship to go there, I guess, to settle there. I don't really know much about this, but it's a pretty chunky one, at least for me, because I don't typically read big books, and I'm excited to see this sci-fi space world because I tend to like those types of books, I think. The next book on my list is The Color Purple by Alice Walker. This is a classic that I've meant to read. Like, I should have read this a while ago. For some reason, I just never did. And now it's time. It's time for me to finally read this book. It is about, I think, Black lesbians. That's all I really know about it. I know that it's a really seminal piece of work and theory, and I know it's a novel and it's been adapted into a musical or a play and a movie. And let me see what the back says. I guess it's told in letters? Epistolary? That's fun. I'm excited to get to this. I know I'm gonna love it, and yeah. The next book on my list is 9 Bar Blues by Sheree Renee Thomas, Stories from an Ancient Future. This book cover is just so gorgeous to me. I picked it up a while ago, like last year sometime, and I know that this is a collection of short stories with fun premises, some funky stuff, and I'm really excited to get to this because I love short stories and I love anything speculative. The next book on my physical TBR is Conjuring Women by Afia Adekora, and this book, I believe, is about women during and after and before the Civil War, is what it says here, and I'm really excited to get to this. I need to read more historical fiction, because as a kid, I loved historical fiction, and I think there might be some magic involved in this. We'll see. I also love bits of magic incorporated in historical fiction, so I'm really excited to get to this one, and I know Jesse from Bow Ties and Books talked about this on one of their TBRs, and they looked really excited to read this, so I'm excited to read this too. The next book on my list is Trail of Lightning by Rebecca Roanhorse. This is a post-apocalyptic story featuring Danae teenagers trying to survive it, I believe. I think it's an adventure sci-fi situation, and that sounds really fun to me. And I really liked Rebecca Roanhorse's middle grade book, so I'm really excited to check out the rest of her stuff. She also wrote Black Sun, which I read and I enjoyed, but didn't quite fully understand, so oops, that's on me. I've only heard good things about this, so I genuinely cannot wait to get to this. Now, finally, let's get to the audiobooks and ebooks I am going to be picking up in the month of February. Hopefully I can get through all of these. First, here is Brown Girl in the Ring by Nalo Hopkinson. I think Thistle and Verse talked about this book and really enjoyed it, so I definitely want to pick it up. And I loved Nalo Hopkinson's short story collection, Skinfolk, so I've wanted to check out their full-length works, and this seems like a really good place to start. I have no idea what it's about, but I know it's sci-fi, and I know it's kind of speculative. That is perfect for me. The next book I have on this list is She Would Be King by Wayetu Moore, and I believe that Jesse also spoke about this book in their Black Girl Magic TBR, and I think this has to do with the founding of Liberia using mythology and folklore and magic, and that sounds really fascinating to me. I've heard only good things about this book, so I cannot wait to pick it up. The next book I have on this list is Who Fears Death by Nnedi Okorafor. I love Nnedi Okorafor's work. Everything else I've picked up from her is wonderful. So I wanted to pick up this longer novel. I believe it has to do with genocide and something to do with, I don't even know, like, a lot of these books I have no idea what the concepts are. I just know I want to read them. The next book I really want to read is Freshwater by Akwaeke Emezi. I really loved Akwaeke Emezi's other books, The Death of Yvick Oji and Pet, so I wanted to pick up their debut. I think it is about people who embody God and God speak in their heads. I don't know. I listened to the beginning of this on audiobook, and that was a while ago, so I'm excited to pick this back up again and finish what I started. The next book on this list is Beasts Made of Night by Tochi Onyebuchi. I know that Shane from Luxurious Blue really enjoyed this story, so I definitely want to pick it up. I've already started listening to the beginning of this audiobook, and I think it has to do with this character who is a sin eater, basically fights the embodiment of sin or something like that. Yeah, it's wild. I'm excited for this YA fantasy. I think that the adventure is going to be really fun, and yeah, I'm excited to continue with this. The next book on this list is Black Book by Matteo Escaripour. This book I have downloaded through Libro FM's influencer ALC program, and I'm so excited to get to this. I've heard that it's been compared to Sorry to Bother You, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. I think it's about this black man who works at a company and as a salesperson, and he's recruiting a bunch of other people to become salespeople. I don't know. Very interesting. I'm excited to get to this. And the final book on this lengthy TBR is How the One-Armed Sister Sweeps Her House by Cherie Jones. This is another book I've downloaded off the Libro FM influencer ALC program, and I'm so excited for this. I have no idea what it's about. I haven't heard anyone speak about this online, but I'm sure it'll be amazing. I'm excited to get to this. So that is 12 books on my February TBR. Very ambitious, I know, but I think I can get to them all, I'm pretty sure, because I have 28 days in February, and like the amount of books I read in a month is usually like 2/3 the number of days in a month, so I think I'll be fine. I think I will be fine. Hopefully I will get to all of these and maybe even more, but if I don't actually follow through with this TBR, I'm really sorry. I am generally pretty bad at TBRs unless it's a shorter span of time and I'm really pushing myself to stick to it. So hopefully that is the case this month. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stupid bullshit. Come follow me on my social medias, which are always linked down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!